Hello, my name is Robbie from Yolio. So today we are going to be talking about rim depth. We're going to tell you a little bit about what it is, and we're also going to tell you which side is going to benefit you the most depending on what kind of cycling you're doing. Cycling is an amazing sport, and one really unique thing about cycling compared to other sports is the fact of how unique you can make it to yourself. So you can be on different styles of bikes, you can have different equipment. It really is a very personal thing when it comes to your own setup. One thing a lot of cyclists tend to do over time is upgrade their wheel sets. It really is the best bang for your buck when it comes to getting faster or just becoming more efficient on your bike. A big question that a lot of people have to ask themselves is, what is the right rim depth for the riding that you're doing, and how can it benefit you? That's what we're going to talk about in this video today. So what is rim depth? So rim depth is the aerodynamic profile of your wheel. Typically it's measured from where the tyre bead sits to where the spoke nipples go. So does it matter? Well, it hugely matters. So depending on if you have low profile wheels or very deep wheels, it will completely change the characteristics of how your bike rides. Typically, you will see deep wheels like this on track bikes, on time trial bikes, and on road racing bikes. You don't typically see them on mountain bikes or hybrid bikes. So what rim width size should you be using? Well, it comes down to a lot of things, and probably the best way to explain this is to break it down into different profiles and tell you a little bit about the advantages and disadvantages you will get from each. So the first one to speak about is low profile wheels. So typically low profile wheels are about 25mm to 40mm in depth. So low profile wheels have some amazing advantages. Because the rim is so much smaller, these wheels are very lightweight. So because they're so lightweight, it makes them really good for bringing the overall weight of the bike down. It makes the bike excellent at climbing, and it also ups that acceleration massively. So if you live in a hilly area or planning on doing some hill climbing events, low profile wheels are perfect for you. So then you have medium profile wheels. Typically, these are going to be between 40mm and 60mm. This set behind me is a 60mm set of wheels. So if you're looking to do some hilly rides, but also some flat rides, and are just looking for a really good all-round wheel set, then medium profile is the one for you. The wheels are still pretty light, but you also get an aerodynamic advantage. Typically, medium profile wheels are what you're going to see on a lot of road racing bikes, just because they make it pretty good at everything. And unless you're a pro and you've got 10 sets of wheels to choose from, going for a medium profile wheel is probably your best bet for all-round riding. So then you have deep profile wheels. So this is anything above 60mm. So compared to the other two profiles, these have a huge aerodynamic advantage and can really slice through wind much better than a low or medium profile rim. They do come with some disadvantages though. Because you need more material, they typically are heavier, and they can be hard to control with heavy crosswinds. But if you're planning on riding in the flats, or you're planning on doing some time trials, these are amazing wheels, because although they take a little bit longer to get up to speed, once they're there, holding speed above 20 miles per hour is much easier than on a low profile wheel. So then you have disc wheels, and disc wheels are a complete aerodynamic profile. So you don't even have spokes on these wheels. It is just one solid piece of carbon with a hub in the center. You will really only see these on track bikes and time trial bikes. When it comes to climbing hills, they are much heavier and they aren't very comfortable on lumpy roads. So unless you're really doing time trial or track racing, you're probably not going to use a disc wheel. But as far as aerodynamics go, they are unbelievably fast on flat courses. So we do get asked a lot of questions when it comes to upgrading your wheel set. So in this section, we're going to answer some of them. So the first one being, with deeper wheels, do you get a wider rim width? So the rim width is where the bead of your tyre sits on the wheel. Typically, depending on if you have 18mm rims or 25mm rim, the internal rim width stays the same. So the next question we get asked a lot is, why are deep wheels always made of carbon fibre? So carbon fibre is an incredible material. It's very lightweight, it's very stiff, and it's very strong. So if you were to make a deep section wheel out of material like aluminium, it would just be too heavy and you just wouldn't get the benefits from it. Using carbon fibre, you can really make that rim very nice and deep, keeping the weight down, but also keeping the wheel very strong in itself. So we also get asked a lot about braking systems and deep dish wheels. So you will either be using disc brakes or rim brakes. Rim brakes grip the actual rim itself to slow you down, and disc brakes grip a disc to slow you down. A lot of people ask, can I get very deep wheels with disc brakes? So typically, when rim brakes were the most popular, you would struggle to get disc brakes on very high profile wheels. But in the last 5-10 years, since the majority of the market in the industry is going across to disc brakes now, you will have plenty of options for very deep wheels with disc brakes and rim brakes on the Yolio website to choose from. And finally, the last question we're asked is, will I still benefit from a wheel upgrade if I'm not a professional? Yes. So if you are a beginner, an amateur, or a professional, you are going to benefit from upgrading your wheels. Whether it be going to a lighter, low profile wheel set to be a better climber, you'll notice that. You might notice it in the way the bike feels, or you might notice it in your time getting up a certain hill. You might be a time trialist and you might go for deeper wheels for those flatter courses. You'll notice that your time should get better, or you might find it easier to hold those higher speeds. But no matter who you are, you will benefit from upgrading your wheel set. So thank you for watching our video today. So if you are thinking about upgrading your wheels or just looking for a different style of wheel, head over to the Yolio website to see all the different wheels we offer. Thank you.